Okay, now the next exercise, or rather one of the other ones I get you to do, I don't know why, we could have just put this in the other one, because they already asked you questions similar to all of these here. But no, like I said, textbook companies like to think they're being swifty. Anyhow, so this one we're concerned with if we've got something inside the brackets, a power inside the brackets and a power outside the brackets. So like we had a look at before, when that happens, we multiply these two. So this is e to the power of 2 times 3, which is 6. All right. So now what we've got to do, if we have something a little bit different, like this thing here, one thing I always suggest is that you, if there's no powers here at the top, or we check to make sure that every term has a power. The Q has a power, the W has a power, the 3 has a power, we just don't see it. So put down a 1 because that's exactly what it is. So from there, what we're going to do now is we're going to go through and do our multiplication. So all the powers inside here get multiplied by the 4 outside there. So 3 to the power of 1 times 4 gives us 3 to the power of 4. W, 9 to the power of 9 times 4 gives us 36. And Q to the power of 2, 2 times 4 gives us 8. So from there, then we've got to simplify this thing. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, well, we know 3 3s are 9. 3 more of that is 27, and 3 more lots of that is 81. So 81, W, 36, Q to the power of 8. Okay, let's see what happens if we're doing some division. So, same thing as we did before. Let's have a look. Let's check our power as well. The H's got a power, J's got a power, the 5 and the 2 don't. If they don't have a power, by default they are 1. So with this line, what's going to happen? Now remember, anything out, any power outside multiplies the powers on the inside. So 5 to the power of 1 times 2 gives us 5 to the power of 2. H, 10 times 2 gives us h to the power of 20. Conversely, or likewise, I'm not sure if conversely is the right word. Anyhow, 2 to the power of 1 times 2. So we'll have 2 to the power of 2. And then we'll have our j. 2 times 2 gives us 4. So we end up over here with 5 to the power of 2, which is 25, over, and this h20, over 2 to the power of 2, which is 4, and we'll have j to the power of 4. Can we do anything with the h and the j? No, because they are different bases. So it ends there. Okay, now, sometimes they try to throw sneaky ones in there in the hope that we may not have gone through them, I guess. I don't know. So, like I've been saying, check for your powers. Yes, we've got a power here. Over here at the bottom, we've got a power here, but we don't have powers here. Now, by default, what do we always have to have these? They have to be power of 1. Where we've got to be careful, though, is this thing here, this negative symbol. What that means is what we're doing. Let's just put that whole thing there in brackets. So from there, we're going to end up with negative 2. So we're just kind of separating, kind of trying to keep it separate. I think it just helps. So we're going to have negative 2, 1 times 3, so negative 2 to the power of 3. Then we're going to have y, 7 times 3, which is 21, over 1 times 3, which is 3. So we'll have 3 to the power of 3. Then we've got z to the power of 2, so 2 times 3 equals 6, z to the power of 6. Now, where we've got to be careful, remember we had brackets around this, so that means we're doing negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So I'm just going to do that up here, negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Hopefully you know what this ends up being. Negative 2 times negative 2 gives us positive 4, and we're going to multiply that by negative 2. So 4 times 2 is 8. Positive times a negative is also a negative. So what we're going to do is we're going to have negative 8y to the power of 21 over 3 to the power of 3, which is 27. 27y, sorry, not y, 27z to the power of 6. So if you've ever got a negative, if you have an odd power like we had here, it becomes, the answer becomes negative. If we had an even power like negative 2 times negative 2, that's essentially negative 2 to the power of 2, put in some brackets, we end up with positive 4 because the negative times by a negative gives a positive. So just something to remember. So if it's odd. If we've got an odd power, our answer is negative. If we've got an even power, our answer is positive. But that's what we end up doing for these ones.